Stella also just joined us. Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to day 3 of our AI Literacy Bootcamp. And a lot more people are coming in. So I've been waiting for quite some minutes now. What did I do? So if you're able to talk, just let me know. As we get started on the on today's boot camp. Generally, I'm excited to be here. Today is the last day, and we'll do a recap of what we've learned so far. We would also some people were able to build their own simple AI agents, and we would review what they have built so far, and from there we'll use two other tools to build a simple application. In fact, not simple. If you wanted to build a complex web application, you can use these tools to build them all out for yourself or for your organization, or you can start an agency right from there. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're largely going to resume where we stopped last week. So I just want to be sure everybody can hear me. Stella, if you can hear me, say hello. Promise, Olufemi, Olafui, Iwenya, if you guys can hear me, just say hello so I know that I'm not talking to myself. Can you all hear me?
Yes, I think I can hear you. Good afternoon.
All right, cool. Thank you so much. Okay, if you can hear me, I believe every other person can hear me. So I'm just going to go with that assumption that we can all hear me. All right. So thank you. Hi, Iwenya. Okay, so I know Iwenya can also hear me. I'd wanted us to wait for more people to join us. But with the look of things, I literally like to be on time with everything we want to do. So if we say we're starting by 4, it's always encouraging to start in good time. So the people who are yet to join, they can catch up with the live stream on YouTube or the recording that will be sent to their email. So yes, let's get right into it. How many of us were able to try out the project last week? I left an assignment or a project for us to come to class to demo today. Did anybody try it out? Did anybody on the call try it out? Anybody? Somebody? Did anybody try that out? Even if it is that you had a challenge, whatever it is, let's just know. Did anybody try that, or you were not in, or if you were not around last Saturday, you could also let me know. Did anybody try out the assignments? Well, the only person that I know did a demo and actually automated their emails to me was Augustine, and I don't think he's on the call right now. Let's see, somebody puts a chat in the chat room. I wasn't around. Oh, you weren't around. Okay, I'll encourage you to catch up with the recording. You must have the recording in your email. So just look out for the automated email that comes from Zoe Mail, or just type Techlytics or AI Literacy Bootcamp, and you will get the replay. All right, so we don't take so much of our time again, so we can get started. Today because I'm just going to assume that the people on this call, none of you tried out the assignment. So today we're just going to look into how we can build applications with no code. So at least we've seen how we can build AI agents using anything, at least an high level overview. Then today we'll be looking at how we can use a simple prompt. Excuse me, please. How we can use a simple prompt to create website or web applications. So let's do this together. I'd like somebody to tell me what mobile app or what web applications that they would like to build and probably in the near future monetize. Anybody? Promise said he can't hear. Is Promise a lady or a guy? Please forgive me. Can everyone hear me? Just so, but somebody spoke earlier, so I want to believe the person can hear me. Can everybody hear me? You can unmute your mic or leave it in the chat room. I need a response. Can everybody hear me? All right. Okay, so Olafuyi says I'm loud and clear. Promise, you may have to check your Promise, could you please check your connection? I want to believe I'm actually, my audio is good and people can hear me. I mean, somebody responded to me earlier. So please check your devices. All right, back to the, so anybody wants to tell us or wants to give us an idea of a web application that they would like to build, you can raise your hand or you can put it in the chat room so that we can build it out with a single prompt. And it can be a web, it can be an application. So by application, I mean, let's say you want to build like a Jumia, or you want to build like an application that for the people in your estate that would be generating estate code, whatever. It can be anything. It can be a delivery or a logistic application. It can be a booking site. It can even be your website. Just tell me what you'd like to build, and right on this call, within 10 minutes, we will build it out. However, we will also learn some basics of how do you prompt an AI system to give you the best results. So I'm just going to wait. I can see somebody is writing. So I'm just going to wait for the person to finish writing what they're writing, so that we will take their request and we'll build out the application. Okay. I don't know if that person is still writing. Right, let's see what. Wait, I hope I'm pronouncing your name well. Please, if I'm not pronouncing your name well, let me know. Please, what's the site for the last class? What do you mean by site? When you can unmute yourself, I think I've given you permission to unmute yourself. What do you mean by what's the site for the last class? Do you mean the site that, okay, go ahead.
Okay, good evening, ma.
The lady, wow, I thought it was a guy. Good evening.
Oh, I meant what was how will I put it now? I should go back to AI Tech Bootcamp. Is it where I will receive the last class?
I'm lost. I didn't get your question. Can you please come again?
Okay, I said, what is the site? Like, meaning where should I check? Is it on my email or YouTube about the last class?
Oh, you mean the replay of last
Yeah,
class?
the replay, yes.
Check the classroom. Are you on Google Classroom? Check the classroom, check your email. You would have it. Okay, let me attempt to pull it out. So check Google Classroom. Are you on Google Classroom? Please, can you
Yes,
pronounce
ma'am.
your name? Can you please pronounce your name?
My name is Favor, actually. So that's my surname.
Oh, okay. So Favor, check your email, check Google Classroom. I'm going to drop it here too. Let me drop it here in the chat
Okay,
room.
ma.
Okay. Promise you can
Thank
hear
you.
me. All right. Promise. That's fantastic. So I've dropped the link for you, Favor, in the chat room. That's the replay of the last class. That was where we built an email, or sorry, like a PA, like a personal assistant that sends an email on your behalf. You just quickly chat it and send an email to this person telling them I'm coming, or telling them whatever it is you want to tell them. So it's the AI that would it's the agent that will think and reason how to compose the email together in a sensible and conversational manner and send it on your behalf. And it gives you a response to say, hey, I've sent it on your behalf. All right. So I've dropped the link to last class, or the replay link, in our chat room. And I've dropped the link in our chat room. And so yes, before that question came, I was asking us, because today we're going to be using another tool. This time around, we're going to just be putting a simple prompt. We're going to be using two tools actually. We'll use one to build a website. We'll use another one to build an application, a full-blown application. So I was asking that you should tell me what kind of application would you like to, what's it called now? Would you like to build? So if you have an idea of an application you want to build, please put it in the chat room and let's build it together while we're on the call. But if nobody responds, I'm just going to take a random app and just build it out. All right. So let's start. All right, promise you're asking to join the classroom. Have you not been in the recent classes? But either ways, I've dropped the link to take you directly to the classroom. So I hope that will be helpful. All right. Does anybody have an application or a website they want us to build out today? Augustine, welcome. It appears that you're the only one that did the assignment. So before you joined, I'd asked people to show me the assignment. Some people said, oh, they didn't get the replay. The replay has been on Google Classroom, by the way. But either ways, are you able to demo what you built for us, Augustine? Can you hear me, Augustine? I've allowed you to unmute if you want to unmute your mic. Okay. While we're waiting for people to unmute their mic, okay, is there an app that can take data from a survey form, MS form, to make an insight? Of course. So promise, you can unmute your mic. Let's talk about this app together. Let's brainstorm it, then we'll build it together. Promise. Promise, are you here? Promise, you can. Okay, somebody. Oh, promise, you're raising your hand. Oh, okay. I've allowed you to talk. Just you've not authorized your mic permission. That's why you are not able to talk. So probably there is a permission that asks you to. There would have been a permission that asks you to allow access to your microphone, whatever device you're using, whether your laptop or your phone. If you do not allow that permission, you won't be able to speak. So that's the challenge. Somebody, okay, so Augustine, can you speak now? Promise. Okay, so promise you can speak now. Yes.
Yes, good afternoon, and thank you
Hi.
for unmuting the mic. So I've just been thinking, one of the things we do sometimes is we do a survey, send it to a few stakeholders, and ask them to fill in the survey. Then I realized that when we get this survey, we usually would get the outcome of the form from the back end, and it will sometimes bring different charts for it, but some of the charts that would come out will not be what you would like. And if we extract the Excel, it becomes scattered data. Like you'd see things all over the place. So I'm wondering, are there possibilities where we could take that data that we have, give it prompts, and tell it that this is the type of data we want to see, which most likely will be combinations of different columns from the form together just to merge it. Because if you allow just what it gave us from the form, it's just give us straight, it's just going to answer the questionnaire question by question. And what we'd like to see is probably going to be combining the data from question 1 to question 2 or 3 to get an outcome. So I don't know if there's anything like that. Maybe we don't have to build it. I'm just thinking out
All
loud.
right. All right,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Promise. That's a very insightful question, and I see that, and it's very useful, by the way. Okay, so let's start from the current AI tool that is available to you, your ChatGPT, your Claude, your Gemini. You can actually throw that dirty data, because survey responses are like one of the dirtiest data you can attempt to analyze as a data analyst, if you're one, or anybody working with data. Because depending on the kind of fields that are in your survey data, people can be writing long text, another person can be writing what you did not ask them. It can just be very funny at times. So because of that, you're unable to get accurate insight from it. So what you can do is, as it is in CSV like that, upload it to, of course, if there are sensitive data in your data set, please anonymize them, or find a way to take away the sensitivity of the data. I hope you understand what I mean. Maybe if after Augustine, I'm going to disable you to talk. Now, once you have that data, you necessarily need to anonymize it. Before the end of this class, I'm going to share a link with us. I'm going to share a link with us where we can access a particular resource that I've put together on data anonymization. So I'm going to, I think I can even find it on my laptop already. So if I can find it on my laptop already, you can just go. It's one of my lesson notes that I've extracted out and I'm compacted with anonymization techniques. What that means is that I've dropped it in the chat room. What that means is, whatever it is, whenever you're using a tool, a ChatGPT, a Gemini, a Claude, whatever it is you're using, if there's sensitive data in it, especially maybe work data or personal identifiable data, these are techniques that can help you anonymize, that is, cover it up. You don't have to expose people's personal data to an AI model. All right, so I digress. So Promise, how I got there was that you can, once you have anonymized it, or if you have protected sensitive data that is in it, just upload it to ChatGPT and give it a prompt. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm going to show you how you can use AI tool to actually quickly analyze data. Let it give you insights. Please let me know once you can see my screen. I'm sharing my entire screen, by the way. Let me know once you can see it. See my screen, guys? Can you see my screen? Hello? Okay, Olafui says yes. Okay, thank you, Olafui. So Promise, I'm showing you this so you understand.
Yes.
All right, cool. So let me copy. So if you look to the right of my screen, so I'm within Claude AI. I have the desktop app for Claude AI. Claude is another AI model, just the same way you have ChatGPT. Is another AI tool, not AI model. I beg your pardon. It's another AI tool from a company called Anthropic. The same way ChatGPT is an AI tool from a company called OpenAI. All right. So I'm with Claude, and I'm going to just scroll up and show you some things that are some ways that this is the output. On the right side is the output that is in a chat like manner. That's the output. Then I'll show you the prompt I sent it. So just so it is, I drive it home. So I copied the link. I copied the link to Control Z, whatever it is I copied. Just give me a second. So I've published it so you can find it on I've published it. I'll drop the link in this chat room. So if you also want to access it, and just so you can follow along, right? So I've dropped the link in the chat room. So let's go here. I'm going to paste it here, and we're going to see it in a broader term. Now, what had happened with this chat, or with this so you can see that, like, I have like a dashboard, and it's giving me insight about what I've given it. So I just wanted to first of all show you this dashboard. Now, if we go back to the tool itself, Promise, are you still with me?
Yes, I am.
Right. So to analyze your survey, your survey responses, you can use your Claude, you can use your your ChatGPT. What typically happens is, look at my prompt for this one here. So what I had, see, this was the Excel sheet that I had. This is a sample Excel sheet for, what's it called now? For a fashion brand that sells ready to wear. Sorry. Is that for me?
No, not for you.
All right, cool. So this is a sample spreadsheet for a fashion brand that sells ready-to-wear clothes, right? And what they want to do is they wanted to do some form of predictive lead scoring. What that means is, in simple English, they had this data. That is, they had their customer data, the channels they're coming from, the engagement details or engagement records, blah, 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 and all of that. But they are unable to have insight into, and they have a lot of customer in this Excel sheet. You have 100 records in there, and but they do not have insight as to, okay, so of these 100 customers, which one of them, or which ones, or which portion of them would be a lead. So for example, if we've looked at our inventory, at our stock levels, and we see that we have a lot of stock, but we want to push it out and we want people to buy, from our list, our record of customers, which ones of them are most likely to buy from it? So they wanted to do like a predictive score, a predictive lead scoring, right? But they cannot, maybe they do not have time, or they, for example, if you look at this is even a CSV file, and some of the data itself is not well formatted, it's dirty. Of course, as of yesterday, for example, I used this to also demo during a speaking engagement yesterday. During that engagement, I was able to quickly format this into Naira just to show them around, and I formatted this into percentages. But the raw original data that came in was quite not put together, right? So what you can do, so let's extrapolate this and assume this is also your survey response that can be dirty. You can do a two-step thing, right? Give your ChatGPT or your Claude AI to say, clean the data for me, and it will clean it and return it back to you. Or you can tell it to clean it, analyze it, and tell it the exact things you want. So let's see what I put in the prompt to tell it to say, hey, this is what I want to do, blah, blah, blah. So I told it I'll upload a sample data set for a female ready-to-wear fashion brand in Nigeria. So I gave it context, and that's one fantastic thing about prompt engineering. So prompt engineering is largely, people call it prompt engineering, but if you ask me, what it should be is how to craft effective prompts, right? Prompt engineering itself as a discipline is a lot more technical, but that is sidebar. I mean, that's on the side. So yeah, so that is so I've thought about prompt engineering. You have to give it context. So one of the things that will come after this, one of the other resources, as much as possible, I try not to bombard students with a lot of materials because, to be fair, we have a lot of things vying for our attention. But there's also a material or prompt engineering that I've put together that I can share with also courtesy because you are registered for the boot camp. So yes, you've given it context. You've given it context to say it's a female ready-to-wear fashion brand in Nigeria. So it will understand by the time you see that column that has amount. Before now, you didn't even have the Naira sign, but since I've said it's in Nigeria, it's going to understand that, oh, the official currency in Nigeria is Naira. So I told it, I need you to clean it, perform feature engineering. So I'm going to tell us what feature engineering, in fact, you will see it there. Perform feature engineering and some more data enrichment. Then go ahead with the lead scoring prediction. Okay, I've given it like 4 things to do. In fact, I can go ahead to tell it the format in which I want it to give me the lead scoring prediction. That is, if I wanted it to give me the lead scoring in a particular format, I would indicate. So let's look at what I told it. So I told it this, and it explained what it will do. The 4 things. Give me a second, please. Just give me a second, guys. I need to check something. I apologize, guys. I apologize for that break. I needed to quickly attend to something. All right, so I was showing us Claude. Right, can you still see my screen? So this is something you can do with your survey response. Upload it, give it an effective prompt. Even if you feel that the data is not clean, you can tell it to clean the data. So you can see what the responses it gave me. Say, please go ahead and upload your data set. Once I can see that, I'll do the data cleaning because I told you to do data cleaning. Feature engineering, I said, create new meaningful features from existing data that could improve prediction accuracy. So depending on what's in your data set promise, you necessarily need to tell it. So in this case, what feature engineering would mean for this guy is, so for example, inside the data set, we had age, right? What can you learn from? I know this is an AI class, but it is also we're already entering data class. But again, if there's anything you want to do according as regards AI, you cannot do it without data or without clean data or without understanding some concepts of data. So feature engineering in this case is, so inside this age, you can get demography. So if you want to know who are the Gen Zs, who are the baby boomers, who are the millennials, you can get them from here. Some other feature engineering could be, so you can see, so WhatsApp response time. You see this person takes 47 minutes to respond. You can also look at some other feature engineering could be maybe the first time you can look at let's look at the data point or the stuff that I think the date of first contact, right? Date of first contact. You can also deduce their age with you in the company. So, for example, as of today, you can determine who are the oldest contacts that have spent 6 months with you. So those are kind of some form of feature engineering. So it means create new meaningful features from existing data enrichment, enhance the data set with additional relevant information where possible, lead scoring, build a predictive model to score leads based on their likelihood to convert. So to put all of these things together, and that's what it came with the, what's it called now, with a chart that you can see. I hope I've been able to answer your question. It's like I I just went on and on explaining a lot of things. Promise, did that help? Promise. That was your question. Did I help or did that help? Okay, so I would assume that Promise is probably not able to speak, and I will lower your hand. All right. So what led us to answer Promise's question was around, I was asking that we should build an application or a website that that we can build right on the call, and nobody has given me what they would like to build. However, Augustine, are you back now? Can you speak? Can you show us what you built or the AI agents that you built over the course of the week? Is Augustine still on the call? Okay, Augustine has dropped off. Okay, so let's go to, all right. Okay, so let's go to some AI tools that we can use to build. First of all, let's look at building a website. Stella, oh, is Stella on the call now? Stella Olafuyi promised Justina Iwenya says she's favor. So what kind of website are you thinking of, or can you give us an example of a website that we can build, and let's quickly build it out? Let's start with websites. Then we'll talk about building app. Anybody? What kind of website would you like us to build? Anybody?
Since we're not talking, I mean, I'm really excited to think out because I'm really thinking out loud. So there is a session I'm planning on holding anytime soon. It's going to be a business analysis simulation session.
Okay.
We are going to run through a case study.
Okay.
In that case study, I will split the attendees into different groups.
Okay.
Split them into different groups, and they are going to build different artifacts that business analysts use. They're going to use tools like Miro, Mural, and all that, depending on what the case study does. So if we were to build a website that could somehow help me have an overview,
Okay.
right, and how the team is progressing, they're going to hold stand-up sessions from time to time, and I should be on top of all these because the idea is to give them that simulative experience as a BA. So I'm just thinking, is there anything we think you can design that could put all these, maybe like a landing page that just breaks down everything they are going to do, rather than sharing PDF and PDF documents all the time? Why don't I just have a landing page that's going to give them a walkthrough? This is what you're going to do on week 1, week 2, week 3, and maybe put a small dashboard or an Excel place that say, okay, check in, and they'll check in and say, this is what they've done. It's just a suggestion. I don't know. It's
Whoa.
just helping us think.
Yeah, that's I like that idea. So that's no longer a website, because if you want them to check in, it means you want to be able to collect their details, because how are you going to identify them? You would need so it's more of like a web app. That's fine. So let's build it. So which means we'll not build a website. So let's build a web app, and we'll use a concept. You probably have heard it. We use a concept called vibe coding. We'll not go deep into vibe coding, but we'll use a tool to build this out. So Promise, I need you to, so let's do it together. Well, first of all, go into ChatGPT. We're going to refine the prompts. We are going to get the prompt out, because it is these prompts that we'll now put into this AI tool that will build it for. It's not to say that you cannot write it about before, because we don't have a lot of time on this call, because I need you to. So Promise, let's talk about it again, and let me put on my am I still sharing my screen?
No, you want to put on your transcriber, right?
No, not the transcriber. I want to, so because you are the one who knows the idea, right? So I want you to say it, and I'll be writing. Then we would ask ChatGPT to give us an effective prompt. Do you understand? So it is that prompt that we'll copy. We'll now copy it into a tool called Lovable, and you and I will see how Lovable will code everything out. It's quite magical. So okay, let me share my screen again. Oh, a medical emergency website for ambulance. Justina, I'm just seeing your message. So hold that thought, Justina. We're going to also build that out. Thankfully, it's AI that is building it, so it won't take a lot of time. We're going to build this out on or shortly, and we would actually you really want to be building, and I'll just be typing, right, and you would see it. Okay, so Promise. Let's start with you because you spoke first. Maybe I'm biased, but hey. Typically, they will say women first, but I didn't see Justina's chat in good time. All right, so let's talk about your app. So I'm going to say make this a temporary chat, because I don't want it to I don't want it to remember. I don't want to remember your stuff. It may mess up the memory of me that it has. I don't know if you get that. So I'm just going to talk about you. I'm going to say I'm a business. Okay. So Promise, let's continue. Are you a business analyst?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So you're a business analyst, and I frequently take students teach, right?
Yes.
Teach students on, what do you teach them on?
On business analysis.
Business analysis. All right. Okay, go ahead.
So
Explain your problem and what you're looking out for. Okay.
So I want to run a simulation of a typical business analysis process in a typical role. And in that role, I'm going to run
Bro,
today.
bro. Okay, you know what? You know what you can do? Share your screen. Are you joining on your laptop?
It's on my phone. I can join. I can
Yeah.
switch to my I can
Okay.
switch.
If even on your phone, don't worry. You can share your screen on your phone. Do you have ChatGPT on your phone?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what you're going to do is share your screen first. I like this, is
Okay.
interesting. Share your screen, and we're going to use,
Okay.
you're going to use the mic of your chat GPT. You're going to tell, because as it's coming to you, you're saying it, and
Cool.
we will pick it, then you tell it to give you a prompt. So it's whatever it brings to you, you paste it for me here, then we'll take it to the other tool I wanted to show you. Is that cool? So
Yeah, that's fine.
share your screen.
Sure, I have access to do that. I had to get access from you to
Really?
speak.
You should
Yeah.
have access. Please double check. Are you able to click on share screen or something? Do you have it?
I click screen now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not showing. I can see. Let me see if I can drop you what I have from my screen.
Interesting.
Now full access.
Okay, just give me a second. I'm going to attempt to first disable you now, and
Yes.
I will re-enable you. Just give me a second so that oh, you're not joining on your laptop. If you're joining on your laptop, it will give me the option to allow you become a presenter. Are you able to go on your laptop? Trying to see if I can make you a presenter. Can you hear me? Promise. Oh, okay. You're trying to. Okay, hold on. I'll make you a co-organizer. Um, Attempt to share your screen now. Attempt to share your screen now. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Your mic is enabled. Attempt to share your screen now, and let's see. Okay, for people who just joined us, we're trying to build an application for Promise. It has a very interesting use case. You're raising your hand. Are you unable to speak?
Yes, so I tried sharing my screen and it didn't work. I don't know if I should switch to web version of my laptop.
Yeah, you can switch to web version, or you can you can join the call on the web. While you're trying to set that up, let me take Justina's question. So once you're back,
Very well.
once on your laptop, let me know. So let's in the background we'll be doing Justina. Hi Justina, good evening. Justina, can you raise your hand so I would enable you? Enable you to speak rather. Okay, don't worry, I've seen you. Oh yeah, you have access to speak. So Justina, let's do this together. Justina, can you hear me? Can Justina hear me? You want us to build out a medical I saw something emergency something now. You want us to build a medical emergency website for ambulance services. Tina?
Good evening, I can hear you.
Hi, good evening. Okay, so I want us to build it together. I want to understand what can you please explain this so because it will inform what we're putting in the AI tool. Can you please explain that to the class?
Um, it's simply a website for medical emergencies such that people can have access to ambulance services around them for quick medical intervention. For example, if there's an accident or any medical emergency, emergency, you can pick up your phone and then the closest ambulance service you need available on the website, and you can use them.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so let's do this together. Stay with me, and I'm going to be sharing my screen. Then we'll go and set up an account. This account, you will put your details. By details, I mean so that you can revisit it and fine tune it even after this bootcamp. By details, I just mean your email address. It's your email address and it's all yours. So let me know once you can see my screen, guys. Or if you're joining on your laptop, if you're joining on your laptop, you can, what's the word now? You can share your screen. Are you joining on your own laptop? Tina, are you with me?
I'm joining on my phone.
On your phone. Okay, no problem. So, but you can see my screen, yeah? You can see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen now.
Okay, so I'm just going to copy. So I went to this site called durable.co. There are quite some number of websites that have AI tool within them. So we're going to put it. So on their landing page, they're asking, what type of business are you building? So we're going to tell it that a medical emergency website for ambulance services where users can see a list of available, am I correct? Available ambulances closest to them and request is it and call for their service, or I'm trying to
Call for their service. If possible, the price for each of those ambulance services should be on
the
it.
price. Okay.
You can for so you can go for what is affordable.
Okay. Each. This is a good one. Ambulance. Do we have that in Nigeria? Well, I'm joining this call from Nigeria, so I'm speaking from that perspective. I don't think I've seen it. The price of each ambulance service should also be listed so they can. I can't write so much. The prices should be available. I'm just going to leave it out. So it's going to say generate website, but before it shows us the website, it's going to ask for your email address. So I'm going to, because this thing is working with some form of, my IP address is Lagos, Nigeria, so it has automatically detected it, and that's why it's there. But if I'm building, for example, if I'm an agency and I'm building for somebody in Puerto Rico, I'm going to put Puerto Rico, right? So I'm just going to say next. Enter your business. What's the name that you want to give this business or this website, Justina? What's the name you want to give it?
Can we put one?
Can we put
A
what?
blank.
You are
Can we
blank.
come up with one?
I'm just going to say emergencia or emergency. Okay, emergency is good. I don't know. It just came. What should I put since you did not see anyone? So I'm just going to say emergency. And then let's see. So it's generating. And it will also write the copies, everything you need. Then by yourself, you can what's the word now? Then update whatever it is you want. If you do not like the stock images of maybe or you want it to be more inclusive, you can change those images. So there we go. So see the home page, and you can see that it's now telling me to sign up. I don't have issues. So Justina, this is where you would sign up. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you. The only thing that this is going to ask you is for your email address, so you can update this website by yourself as you go to your taste, even after this class. Could you please drop your email address? Let's see. All right, just give me a second. All right, I've copied that. You can delete that already, Justina. Okay. So we're opening an email, or we're opening an account with Durable for emergency, and that is, I stopped sharing my screen, but I'll soon start sharing it again once our account is ready. What is happening here is it's just still rolling, so there's barely anything. I just didn't want to keep displaying an email address like that. All right, so so Justina, you must have what's it called now? You must have an email in your mailbox now. So once we finished, once I loaded it with your email, you can see it's still loading, but our website is coming up fantastically well. So can you see the website now? You can see the landing page, you can see the beautiful, and you can see that it's less than 10 minutes that we built this website. Well, I wouldn't say we built, but I don't like this. This is so texty, but you can tell it, you can basically tell it to update whatever. And then there you go. There you go, blah, blah, blah. View critical care journeys. I'm trying to see if it got our prompt where we said it should list the page for blah blah blah. Let's see. Rapid response ambulances. I'm not sure this thing got this prompt very well, because what we wanted it to do was to, okay, so this is what was its name now. This is what Durable could best come up with. The other tool that I've, for me, going by what Justina wants us to do, this is not fantastic. So it's about getting our prompt right, but they don't have enough description field for us to put a lot of text in the, to be able to articulate very well what we want the app to look like. So instead of Durable, let's look at what Lovable can do for us. So Justina, here we go. Let's do something. So lovable.dev, and you can see. So Justina, let's start typing together. What do we want to do now? A medical emergency website for ambulance services. This website, Justina, are you with me? Should
Yes, I am.
display a list of okay, this website should display a list of ambulance service, a medical emergency for ambulance services. I should display a list of ambulance service providers available with their pricing and estimated time of arrival depending on the location the user is while requesting their services. What else would you like this website to do, Justina? Justina? Are you with me? So I had to put like an aggregator here to make it understand that it's largely aggregating. If there are 20 ambulance service provider all over that particular town or countries or city rather, it should aggregate all of them and show it like, oh, like you naturally have in the marketplace, like an Amazon or like a Jumia, a lot of sellers come together, and Amazon is just aggregating, pulling data from different sellers and displaying it to you, the end user. Then it's more elastic that way. It's a marketplace where you can easily see prices of the same item from different vendors and go with whatever it is you want. So that's what an aggregator business model is like. So I just like it. I just have to add it there to give it more context. All right. So Justina, what else would you like this thing to do?
I think we've basically stated everything it should.
Okay. The service business is based in Lagos, Nigeria. Call it emergency. Of course, as time go on, for this kind of vibe coding, much more than the prompt, at best, what this lovable will give us at the beginning would largely be front end display or a static, what's it called now? Static display that you can click and it will just go. But in the real sense, it's not connected to any backend. So of course, that's where the other bit of you now understanding how apps are built or how you have to connect to the backend or how data needs to be saved in the database. Those ones are more advanced. But I'm just trying to say, if you're probably in a position where you need to quickly demo to win over a customer or win a bid, these stuff are helpful. And you can also connect to the backend really. So I'm just going to do that. It's going to ask me to either log in or sign up. So I hope that I can remember their own sign up process, whether you would need to. So I have an account and I don't want to use my own account. So Justina can revisit this at her own. I have to put password. So just give me a second. I stopped sharing my screen. And I'm going to put a generic password in there, Justina, that you would need to change, later. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'm going to DM your password to you. All right. So please, you should get an email in your mailbox. Do you have it? Please check your Gmail. Promise, have you been able to set up your have you been able to join this meeting on your what's it called now? Olafuyi says he can't hear me. Well, I believe every other person can hear me. Justina is responding to me, so I believe she can hear me.
I just got the email. It said I should follow the link to verify my email address.
Okay, so follow the link. I'll just refresh it. Have you followed it? If you follow the link, let me know. Have you?
It's verifying the email now.
Okay. Okay. Is Promise still on the call? Oh, you're on the web. All right, cool. Thank you. So once we're done with Justina's application, we'll quickly build yours out. But you can start thinking out. In fact, you can already. So what I need you to do is in ChatGPT, everything that is going through your head, what you want to be done, say to ChatGPT. Then tell ChatGPT that you want it to give you a refined prompt that you want to put in Lovable. That's the spelling of lovable, as you know, lovable. I want to put in lovable to build out an application. So it will now give you the prompt. You can now please paste that prompt inside this classroom chat. Is that clear? So I wanted you to go on the web because you're thinking and talking at the same time. So you can use the microphone and just pick the chat GPT and it will refine it for you. Okay, cool. All right, Justina, how are we looking?
Still verifying.
Oh, what's wrong with your internet? That's weird. What's wrong with your internet? Um, I don't want to keep everybody, but you got the email, yeah? So I don't have to resend the email.
Yes, I got the email and I clicked on the link to follow, but it's showing me verifying email. It's still verifying.
Okay. Can you cancel and go back to that email and click on it again? Um, Justina, are you on the Google Classroom? I can't seem to see you here. But if you're just joining this call and you are not in Google Classroom, I'll just, because the class material, class recording, of course, it will come into your email, but if you didn't register for this class before joining, you may not get the email. So I'm going to put the link to the Google Classroom in this chat while we wait for Justina and Promise. All right, so I just put the link to Google Classroom back there. And I think there's a WhatsApp community too. Once you get to Google Classroom, if you read through the thread of the class announcements, you should find it there. How are we looking now, Justina? Should I ask you to resend another email to you?
I think that's better because this one is taking forever to verify.
Okay. I'm just doing a minute. I'm trying to go back to, so I'll tell it to resend the email. So, and you're sure that your internet is good. Well, for you to even be talking, your internet seems great. So I know it shouldn't take a while. Favor, how are we looking? Where's our prompt? So for anybody that hasn't probably used Lovable before, so for example, oh, I'm not sharing my screen. I want to show you an example of an app that I have built out with Lovable. And another example that quite some other people have also built out with Lovable and maybe some other vibe coding tools. So I'm just trying to show us the possibility of what you can do with just an AI prompt, as long as you understand what you understand the objective, what you want it to give to you at the end of the day. So just give me a second. I'm pulling out the while we're also using the same while we're also using the same time to wait for using the same time to wait for Justina. Justina, do you have a new email now? Do you have a new email now? Okay, so everybody can see my screen now. So this is one example of the tool that I've built. I built a an analytic tool or a research and analytic tool called Questa. I've built it here. This is the about page. So all I just need to do is probably to replace all of this placeholder name. And it was just from a simple prompt. If I wanted to go to the home page, this is what the home page looks like. AI powered product analytics made simple, blah, blah, blah. You can see the high level feature. You can see how it works. You can see the pricing. Typically, if you have worked with software engineers before, this thing will typically take time. Before you even get here, you probably do research, you write documentation, you then give it to a product designer who designs the UI. Then the backend guy starts coding and gives you API. Then the front end guy it's typically that process. But hey, in less than 10 minutes, the interface came out. However, of course, you also need to then, for example, if you go to login page, you will see login, but you're actually not logging in. You're not kind of logging it anywhere because it's not saving anything. So you can see it didn't have to validate anything. You see the way, and this is a web app, right? You can see that it just had placeholder texts or placeholder copies that are there. So the next step is for you to now understand, okay, so how do you want to take this demo data out and have a real backend that is actually collecting data and is very dynamic and is saving data in the database and all of that. So, but at least the front end itself, you already have it. Is it clickable? Yes. Do you take what's it called now? Do you take contracts from clients and you're trying to win a bid? Do you want to quickly show them what it should look like? This is a very fantastic place to start with. So yeah, largely this is what it looks like for something I've built. Another tool that has been built like it is this. I'm not sure. Justin Alpha, do you have it now? So you can see as I'm clicking the buttons, they are responding. That's the benefit, or that's the what's it called now? That's the value of low code. That's the value of low code coding or using low code tools to build out stuff. With a single prompt, you're able to build out a full-fledged application. Of course, you still need some human interaction, but does it cut away a lot of low-level tasks? I mean, what this thing is telling us is that some things are actually low-level tasks and they can be done without taking so much time, right? And you can then enter and take it from wherever it has stopped and make it more high level. Okay, so Justina, where are we? Justina? Thank you. Justina, promise. You're the one holding the entire class ransom more. Can you guys hear me? Oh, I think Justina has a challenge with her internet. She's back now. She's reconnecting. Are you switching between devices? Okay, Promise said is live and ready. Okay, so while Justina is trying to confirm her email, let's start with Promise. So Promise, you can share your screen really, since you're now on the laptop, yeah? So I'm going to make you a presenter so you can share your screen, or I could just make you a co-organizer so you have more, more permissions to share whatever it is you want to share. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, so Promise, go for it. I guess you're trying to figure out your audio. You're not connected to audio, but go for it. Our second teacher, please. You now have the floor. Our second teacher. All right. Please share your screen.
Good afternoon.
Good
I just
afternoon.
go to Can you see my screen?
Yes, boss, I can see your screen. So it has given you the prompt, right? Okay, Justina, don't worry, we'll come back to you. Okay, so what you're going to do is it has given you prompt one. So which of the prompts do you want to go with? Create a project simulation, or I want to create a blah, 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 titled a space to upload. Does that work for you? So
Yeah,
scroll
yes.
down. Scroll down.
Yes.
Let's see what's in prompt two.
Yeah.
Hard agile boards and documentation, hard agile Kanban board. Okay, so which one really, really resonates or solves your problem the most? I mean, I'm indifferent really. Let's just copy one.
Yeah. So the way I'm seeing it, it has somehow structured the prompt in such a way that it started from the high level top, then narrowed it down. So prompt one is what you need for starters. Yeah. Prompt two then goes deeper when you've already completed prompt one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'll go with prompt
one.
Go
with prompt one. Okay. All right. So please can you drop prompt one in this room? Or no, since you're sharing your screen, I'm just going to be giving guidance here and there. So the entire class will be using your screen to learn. But first of all, can you collapse what you have? Can you collapse so we do not see all of your chat history? Can you just collapse top left? Yeah, that's good. So please copy prompt one and open a new tab.
Should I copy everything or just one?
Yeah, just one. Just copy prompt one. Yeah. Please open a new tab.
Sorry about my tabs being all over the place.
We're not even seeing it. So it appears that you're only sharing one tab. So we're not seeing the other tab.
Yeah, I have to share that one.
So when you get there, so just switch and share that tab.
So lovable, right?
Lovable.dev. Yeah. Are you there? You're not showing us your lovable screen.
That's where I want to go now.
Okay.
It's not like I'm hiding anything. So what am I? Let me share.
Oh, good.
All right, so this is my page.
Hiding well. Okay, so the prompt you just copied, paste it in here.
Okay.
Please scroll up. So you can remove what you have, the first line where you have prompt one, create a blah, blah, blah. So let it start in a conversational manner. I want to create, so do you get?
Yeah.
So, all right. Erase the, yeah. So fire on. Just
okay.
Just click the top arrow, bottom left.
Yeah, that's send, right?
Yeah, send.
It's asking me to sign up.
Yeah, so you would sign up. I mean, that's the place we were for Justina also. So this.
I'm trying to do that with my accounts.
Yes. Okay, so while Promise is doing that, Justin, I saw your message. You said it's stuck somewhere. I really don't know why that is. Do you have access to your laptop to attempt to, complete the process on your laptop. Okay, so while Justina is trying to answer me, so you can see, so promise, you can see the conversation between you and the chatbots now. It's largely telling you what it is trying to create. I mean, it's telling you its own understanding of what you're trying to create on the left, and on the right, it's already spinning it up. So it is very fantastic. Even by the time it finishes creating, and you want to update, if there's something you do not like, maybe the color or the layout, you can tell it. Of course, you have a limit. If you're on the free version, you have a limit of how many messages you can send per time. And also, so I mean, as we go further, you remember that this entire bootcamp is a taster session of our AI classes, right? As we go forward, so in our AI classes, we can also still take it further, because this is just the tip of an iceberg. You still need to connect to the backend. You still need to be able to save data in the database, right? So how you would connect with Superbase, whatever database tool you want to use, would then take it further. We'll then take it further in our AI classes. But at least this is introductory, and it is very value driven, where, like I said, if you needed to probably even just bid for a contract or whatever it is, and you just need a quick interface to, what's the word now, to demo, you can quickly use this to spin it up. Just get your prompting right? So it's kind of finished. So let's see. So promise, we already have your website. So on your top right, say your website, your web app actually, on your top right, you see a button, you see a publish CTA button. Please click on it, because I need you to give us the public link so everybody can see what you have built. All right. So that if you have a custom domain, so for example, a promise, you have a what's it called? And if you have a custom domain name, you can easily connect it. So copy link, and you can share it with us in the chat room. Right. So everybody can see what majestic thing you have just built. Right. All right, thank you so much, Promise. So let's review it together. So go to the published link, Promise, and let's see what you have. Or so talk us through, did it interpret your mind the way you were probably imagining it, or did it even overly excel? That's it. I thought you sent it. It didn't drop.
Let me check. I did actually. So I dropped it on the chat.
Okay, I'm here to see. Oh, you dropped it on the organizer's chat.
Yeah.
So it's only you are. It's different from the. So I'm just going to drop it for everybody in the room.
Oh,
so,
sorry, I didn't know.
Nah, that's fine. Okay, so promise, keep sharing your screen. So show us your web app that you just built, and walk us through if that really interpreted your mind well.
Should I go to the public site? That will close this. Yeah, let me just.
No, you can just open another one. Just open another tab and paste it there.
Yeah, so can you see my screen now?
Yes, boss, I can. Okay.
All right, so this is the Agile Simulation Lab that we just talked about, that I'm thinking of running.
Okay.
So as you can see, the first part there that's created different headers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One is the introduction page.
Does it work for you?
It does, to an extent, because it would articulate clearly what they want to do. So they want to learn Agile principles, experience cross-functional team collaboration, practice user story writing, sprint planning, develop business analysis skills based on in Agile context, master retrospective and continuous improvement. So all of these are going to be based on the case study, but obviously those objectives are pretty clear, because they want the students would want to use something that they could use as CPD on the certification page later. And say, okay, they were in a live session, and this also qualifies, and if it's Agile, it works. The timeline as well is still going to be determined by the case study. setup and planning, sprint plan execution, week 5 review and reflection. So depending on how long the case study is going to be, which is going to be determined by that, that's what we're looking at. I'm guessing I'm making you guys feel like business analysts already because I'm putting you on.
It's totally okay. So what I need you to do is functionality. So if you click XYZ, is it taking you there? So click on case study, click on team roles. You can also scroll down. Let's just see what
Interesting.
So click on. So have you clicked on it? I think there's a
lag.
I
just clicked on case study. Can you see case study?
There's a lag. Okay, yeah. So you can see it gives you. So it's all encompassing. And that was what I had to tell you to tell, because I needed you to refine whatever is in your mind. Tell ChatGPT, it will give you back. Go to team roles, everything would be there. Of course, this is just front end, right? It's not connected to anything. But this is the first step. So you can see sprint boards, your retrospective, your all of fame, everything is there. So if you even wanted to connect it, if you want to copy out your code, they probably give you a developer, or if you're fantastic, writing code, you can also then, do that. So yes, so you can see how these things can be very interesting. Last week we built AI agent, a simple AI agent that can send you, that can send emails on your behalf. Of course, there are a lot more AI automation workflows you can do with that tool. Today we have built a web app for, what do we call it now? An agile simulation lab. Yes. Which is interesting. So we also, if time permits us, we're still going to build Justina's website for ambulances. So scroll down the entire page. Oh, this is the entire, this is the entire page. So you can see that I'm sure that you're already getting ideas and trying to make this possible. I'm happy you're able to do that. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Promise. Okay, Justina. All right, thank you. Justina, how far are you able to build it out now? Or are you able to, what's the word now? Were you able to, if that didn't work, so Promise, we may still need to use you, then we'll just need the prompt. You'll probably create another project within your Lovable, just so that everybody can see what so Promise, can you help us with that, so Justina can see how ambulance stuff can come to life? Promise, did you get that?
Yes, I can hear you. So how do I go about this now?
Okay, can you show your screen?
Okay.
I think there's a challenge with Justina's internet, but once she watches the video, she's going to catch on. So yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know where you can see my screen. So let me go to chat, right?
It's black. Is not coming. It's not like fully up yet. Okay. Yeah. No, not go to chat. Go to your Lovable.
Okay.
I will attempt to give you the prompt to give Lovable.
Let me know if you can see my screen.
What I can see on my own end is this meeting interface.
Okay.
Okay, so I can see Lovable. I'm just going to, you're back to the meeting interface. Okay, so go to Lovable, please.
Can you see?
Top. Yeah, I can see it now. I've seen it. Oh, don't worry. Okay. All right. Put put something. So the thing that
Justina,
a medical emergency website for ambulance services. Where can you please start writing? A medical emergency website for ambulance services where users can see list of available ambulances, their prices, their estimated time of arrival based on their estimated time of arrival based on the requester's location. Let's just make it simple like that. Do you understand it now?
Yep.
All right, so fire on. You can send it and let's see. Sorry?
I want to create.
Okay.
Can you still see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen though.
Okay, I'll give you the command now.
Okay, so yeah. So enter. Right, so it's already created. If Justina is still on the call, Justina, just just pay attention. Oh, I guess she's really having troubles joining. So Justina, if the email was let me allow Justina to talk. Okay. Alpha, okay, it's still writing the codes. Okay. We're almost done. Okay. Can you please scroll down on the left side? I want to see if it's done. Okay, I think it's still working. Like on the left side where you put the inputs.
Yeah, I think that's it
okay,
anyway.
It's still working.
Should be ready now, but it's not giving us something by the right to show that it's almost
ready.
putting it together.
Yeah. So
it's looking like we may have to give you the final prompt.
No. So on the top, go navigate to the top of the canvas where you see like a refresh button. Just where's your cursor now? Just go where you see a refresh button, attempt to refresh.
Okay. Just attempted to refresh.
Okay.
Does that mean my prompts that I have is finished?
Okay, no, it's not too much. It could just be internet. So, but at least I'm glad that we're able to do your simulation lab and everybody on the course. So, we're able to at least do stuffs like that. We also looked at how you can use Claude or any other AI tool or AI tool like ChatGPT to analyze your survey response or to to come up with fantastic insights for you. All right, so I don't want to keep us for too long on the call. I mean, it's way past 5:30, and at the same time, so Promise, are you in the Google Classroom also? Because that's where the class materials will be in. So
yes, I have joined.
Okay, so what we're going to do is once in the background, I mean, after the class, Promise, please refresh that canvas so that I can build out the page for you. Once you have it, the published link, please just copy it and paste it for us in the classroom so that you can paste it as a comment. They published it for this simulation lab that you gave us, and the one for Justina, so Justina can actually view what's the. You can see there's an error. You can just refresh, build on successful. You can tell it to refresh. So basically, once it's done, so I don't keep us on the call while that refresh is doing. So just put it on Google Classroom, and yes, if there are any questions, I'll be happy to take more questions right now. But if there are no questions, I'd like to quickly remind you that we're starting our AI course next week. Next month. We're in next month, and by virtue of joining this boot camp, you have access to 10% discount that is only lasting for 72 hours. And if you really want to be a part of the course coming up, you can send an email to support@techlytics.africa, and that is what I'm putting in the chat room. And you can also chat us on WhatsApp, or give us a call on you can chat us on WhatsApp, or give us a call on our official line. So I'm going to be dropping the links to the different programs that we have on ground, so that you can have a full, or you can just drop a comment in Google Classroom, so you can have a full understanding of the program schedule, because the program schedule is typically on weekends, Saturday and Sundays, and it's for 2 months. So for a dedicated time during Saturdays and Sundays, you'll be able to learn this key concepts way beyond you having to just do only the interface, but connecting to a backend system and having to have a fully built application that you can deploy on production. You would have access to all of that. So I've also dropped the WhatsApp contact in the chat room, and I will drop so this is the WhatsApp. You can send in a WhatsApp chat there, and you can also make a call. You can make a call to our line. So I'm putting the phone number for that in the chat room also. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this course. The link you dropped. Promise, the link you drop, you're supposed to drop it in the general group, so I'm just going to drop it here. The link to the rapid response.
Yeah, I can't see the general group. I'm only seeing chat attendees.
So on that, you can see organizers, and you can see all in your screen.
Okay.
So
Let me send it. Okay.
I've sent it. I've copied it and sent it.
Okay.
I've copied it and sent it. Okay. So I'm happy that we have brought our 3-week bootcamp to a close. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you have built out, whether on LinkedIn, whether in the Google Classroom, or whether you want to send me an email. I'll be happy to learn of your experience, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you in class also. Thank you, everyone. Promise, are you saying something?
Not at all.
Oh, okay. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for being a part of the program. Look forward to seeing you soon in the classroom. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye. I think somebody's still writing something. Thank you to Emanuela. Thank you, Justina. Justina, please look through the app that we were able to eventually build out on. So Justina, what you can do is probably, what's the word now? What you can do is reset your password. Use your same email to reset your password. Or let me see if I can send you a private email. And okay, you can just reset your password, or send send a WhatsApp chat. I will direct the team to or give you your default password that we use to create your account. All right. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening and the weekend. Bye.